Hmm. Now, if a business owner came up to you and maybe they were struggling with fitness, right? Or with taking care of themselves, as you've mentioned, right? Where would you suggest they start? Like, what's something that you would think intuitively, you have maybe a conversation with a friend of yours who owns a business and like, Nunzio, I'm really thinking about starting to take care of myself a little bit more. Like, what would your suggestion be at that point?
Two. One is write down your goals, and the second would be reach out to my friend Coach Mato.
There's a shameless
Honestly,
plug right there.
but no, but honestly, that would be my advice, right? I
Hmm.
think it starts with goal setting,
Hmm.
right? When people don't like, you could say you want to do everything, but those are just words. You need to write it down so it's real,
Hmm.
right? And you need to act upon it, right? So I
Hmm.
think that's one. And the second is you need to seek professional help,
Hmm.
right? You need to, that's why I'm always, trying to connect with people and ask questions. Like I said, it's the curiosity, it's my curious mind. But, I think you need to respect that there are people that dedicate their life every single day to a specific domain, such as
Hmm.
yourself.
Hmm.
So, it's in everyone's best interest to lean on individuals like you, right?
Hmm. Yeah, and I appreciate that that recommendation. Uh,
Yeah.
what I found interesting, there's times that I will use business terms, and what you were just saying right now, you're talking about goal setting, right? And I
Yeah.
think when you set goals, you also have to set KPIs, key performance indicators, right? So things that that you're succeeding with your goal, right? So as well as setting your goal, let's say you have a target, you have to set the parameters. You have to make that a SMART goal. That comes from the business world as well. It has to be
Yeah.
specific. It has to be measurable, attainable, realistic, time bound, right? You have to have some parameters that so do you that you're moving in that right direction. You have to have feedback. You have to be able to measure your progress towards that. And this is why I think people who are entrepreneurs are able to succeed in the fitness realm because there's a lot of overlap in that.
Yeah.
In terms of recommendations, I will ask this a little bit later, but anything, let's say they reach out to myself, right? They're getting started. And, as you said, entrepreneurship can be lonely. Sometimes you feel like you got to do it all, right?
Yeah.
And I think something you did really good was delegate and start to, outsource things so that you could create the space for your health, your fitness, your family, that sort of thing. Um, talk us a little bit about that. Like how did that come about and maybe how's that influenced your success with this?
Well, when it comes to delegation,
Hmm.
I learned from you.
I knew you'd
I,
say
I
that.
I swear I swear I gave you I swear I think I gave you the nickname Model the Delegator.
Yes,
But
this is
okay,
true.
yeah. No, but on a serious note,
Yeah.
I think professional athletes and entrepreneurs, there's a lot of similarities, but it's
Hmm.
about creating time and space if you think
Hmm.
about it, right?
Hmm.
Like what makes LeBron James on the court amazing? He knows how to guard himself and create space and time so he
Hmm.
can make that perfect shot. That's the same within business, right? You need to
Hmm.
create time and space so you can think, so you
Hmm.
can make the right decisions, right? Quality decisions.
Hmm.
So delegation, is an extremely humbling and critical thing to do as a business leader,
Hmm.
because one thing you have to realize is that you're not good at everything,
Hmm.
right? So you need to delegate, and if you don't, it's actually a bad thing for your business.
Hmm.
So for me, for example, at the gate, I'm a non-tech leader, right?
Hmm.
I can't code. Can I understand it and read it? Sure, but I can't code. So out the gate, one of the things that I did was I found a CTO, right? And I delegated that role to him, and it's helped us build and with speed and grow. So little moves like that, right?
Hmm.
Delegation is in my opinion a key component to growth,
Hmm.
especially if it's done right.
Yeah, and I think as you said, like you can't do everything yourself that well in some cases, but there's
Yeah.
people who dedicate their time, right, to focusing on that. And this is why sometimes having a coach, although an investment, is important, because we're making sure that you're doing what you said you're going to do. You told me, Nunzio, that on Fridays you're going to do your spin class, right? Then boom, a little meeting pops up in your schedule, and it's at the same time that you told me that you're going to do your spin class. What
Exactly.
are you going to do? You know that you're being held accountable.
Yep.
Yes, of course you're accountable to yourself, but you're being pulled in two different directions at that moment, whether it be your family, whatever it is, right? So having somebody to sort of check back on and answer to, in a sense, helps you to stick to the goals and the things that you said that you wanted to do.
It's all about accountability.
And
that's
again,
what it's all about.